the importance of networking, such an important part of business that is overlooked.
It is.
You know, many small, medium business owners really don't like talking about their business, themselves, and I guess the part that plays in the marketplace. And you know, we really want to try and encourage you through this session here to actually take a different view on networking and how important it is.
It is, yes, indeed. And we've all heard the horrible stories of many networking events we've all been to where you walk in and almost like a crowd comes towards you with their business cards reached out, ready for you to grab, and hoping that you'll buy their product.
Yeah.
And we've all had that bad experience, so don't let that put you off. Because there's many forms of networking, so if we go down that path of networking events, like maybe that's just not your tribe, maybe that's the wrong networking event that you need to go to. But I know what served me well many times in going to these networking events is to be interested, not try to be interesting. So listen to what people are saying. Yes, they'll be very glad to tell you all about their business, and they are probably wanting you to buy a product. But what you're listening for is the things that maybe that your product solves their pain point, that you can then tap into that and then you can direct the conversation. So that's one really important point, is that there's lots of different types of networking event. I belong to one that's a virtual networking event that we do of an evening. So, you know, today's times, they're not so much face-to-face, but that's just one aspect of networking.
Look, and I think, you know, when we talk about networking, for a lot of people, particularly those that have been in business for a while, think about specific networking events. However, you know, really every interaction that you have each and every day with another person, and another person from another business, another person individually, is a networking opportunity. Exactly. So actually all day, every day is a networking opportunity. And so therefore we've got to refine how, because we will get asked multiple times every day, every single one of us on the planet, you know, as you introduce yourself, they go, hey Nick, what do you do? You know, whether it's at the hairdresser through to anything else that you do in the day, they say, oh yeah, what do you normally do?
Yes.
You know, what do you do? Are you on work, on lunch now? Are you know, what is it? And so you've got to refine that elevator pitch, that 20 seconds or less pitch of just those few words that gets people interested in what you do. If you think about it, if we're all honest with ourselves, we're getting asked that question so many times, multiple times in a day. Indeed. And that is a networking opportunity. Yeah.
And so what we've experienced it many times, and we've probably also been guilty of it, is when you're not quite ready for what do you do, Joanne, the number of times we've heard small business owners tell us what they do, and it's almost, we've got to say cut, because they've gone a little bit, just way too long.
Well, you go to sleep after the second or third minute, right?
Correct, and it's not refined, and you're going, oh, I'm not entirely sure what you do, because we're getting too caught up with the words that we have to say. So, you know, amongst one of the many tools that we've got is to create your elevator pitch, and it works you through how to do that. But it needs to be catchy, interesting, and what you want the audience to say is, oh, tell me more.
Yeah, that's right. You've got 20, maybe 30 seconds where you've got someone's attention, where they have asked you a question, and you've got the chance to respond with that in a way that will get them asking another question. See, that's how people are taking that information. If they're asking you and you give a short, concise answer that is intriguing them and leading them to ask another one, they are absorbing that information. And so we really work hard with a lot of our Navigate Biz community to try and refine that pitch into, you know, not the life story of what they're doing and how it's made and wherever else, but just enough to start the conversation off and get to the next stage. Oh, that sounds interesting. Oh, how did you get into, you know, and start that going, well, I got into that because I helped this person and did that, or I had this problem and I saw a need for that, and, you know, don't you find And so, you know, it's a very, very simple process once you actually start to identify that it's an important part of your business and you start improving it each and every day.
Yeah, so that the key message in here is to, what is it about your pitch that will grab their attention and hold their interest? Yep. So that they ask more questions. So I know a lot of people go, oh, look, when we first started Navigate, if somebody said to me, so tell me about Navigate, I probably didn't have that refined at that point. But I know now that we talk about it jolly every day, there is common language, common themes, common words that I use to speak about Navigate. So how do we define those? what we're doing here, recording. So don't be afraid to get in front of the camera or even just record your words. You know, whenever you get the chance to talk about your business, if you have the opportunity, ask permission to take that recording, or maybe just have your computer on, you've got your phone on speaker, record it and listen to it and watch it, because you will find over time you'll have common threads of words that you use to speak about your business, and that maybe can be some key pointers or a starting point for your sales pitch.
Yeah.
But there's that tool that you can walk through to actually really define it, make it concise and succinct, again, to hold their attention and grab their interest, or the other way around, whatever way you want to do it. But for the person to say, tell me more, that's really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. When they keep asking those questions, then you know that information's sinking in, and that's what you want. And how can you get people to ask a question? Then maybe you ask them one first. Hey Sally, what is it that you do? I do this, this, and this, and then they come back. Hey, Nick, what do you do? I'm lucky enough to be able to change people's lives via their business. Oh, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And you start to carry the conversation on that way. So it's really important. Identify that sometimes less is more.
Indeed.
But just make sure that it's punchy information that's in there in that 20 seconds.
Indeed. So really networking is about sales, is it not? And a lot of small business owners go, ooh, sales, I'm not in sales. Well, yes, you are, sadly. It might be an epiphany today.
Sadly.
No, yes, but excitingly, you're in sales, That's what this is about. You're in business to make a profit, to create a difference.
Yeah.
So, networking, sales, whatever you want to call it, you're in it.
Yeah.
And you need to embrace it, and you need to refine the message.
Yeah, and the message has got to speak to expansive growth business.
Yep.
What you say is what you're going to get. If you're talking about a small business, I just do little this, little that, that's what you're going to end up with.
It's going to be little. Yeah.
If you're thinking about solving bigger problems across bigger markets and more people, reaching more people, looking for more people, networking and selling out wider because you've got a product and a service you believe in, that is when you'll grow your business.
Yeah.